Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Seline here. If you haven't been here before, I am all about the arts, makeup, music, videography, all of that jazz. Today's video is all about Huda Beauty's obsessions. Today I am using the purple one here, which is called Amethyst. Amethyst. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Amethyst. Their purple package here, just super beautiful, by the way. A lot of Huda's packaging is very well done. Whoever that marketing team is, they smart. These are the colors inside. They're super beautiful. It comes with some matte colors, some matte purple and pinks, and then it comes with also very shimmery colors, which look gorgeous. The look that you see on my eyes today is from this palette alone. It's a lot of fun, super purple. I really love my colorful eyeshadows. The reason I really love these Obsession little palettes is, for one, for beginners, like you don't have to really wonder what colors to play with. Kind of give it to you right there in the 9 colors. Number 2, what I like about it is it's so freaking pigmented. It pops on your eyes. And number 3, they just chose really wonderful colors to go together. And I guess the packaging too, I'm into it. It's very easy to bring around with you. I'll definitely be doing more tutorials on some other colors that I have here. I'm very excited to play with those. We should get into this tutorial. Let's go. The first step to getting this eye look, we're gonna get some tape. We're gonna put it right from the outer crease to basically the corner of your eyebrow. I couldn't find any of my regular Scotch tape, so I'm gonna just go in with this stuff right here, which is a little bit more hardcore than your regular Scotch tape. Gotta get creative sometime. If I could find the opening. I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see what I'm doing. We got some tape here. Just gonna take your piece of tape. You're gonna go from the outer corner of your eye, basically to the corner of your eyebrow almost, like so. As you can see, I already went ahead and did my eyebrows. I'm then going to use my concealer as my eye primer. That way the colors come out super bright and they stay all day long. Or all night long, whatever the hell you're up to. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Almond. This is one of my favorites when it comes to doing primer for my eyes. You're just going to go ahead and start dabbing some of that concealer on both of the eyelids. And I prefer to go up until underneath this eyebrow here. This is whiskey and ginger ale, by the way. Friday night in my room drinking instead of going out. Maybe I'll go out. On to the next step. Amethyst Obsessions. Today I'm going to be using my Urban Studio eyeshadow brush here. It's a little bit more dense. It's kind of fluffy at the top, which I like, so I can kind of slightly blend it as I go. I'll show you exactly how that looks right now. We're just going to go ahead and take that color and start dabbing it right on the eyelid. First you start dabbing, and then you can start to swirl a little bit. But don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, because we're going to go back in and blend it. Now I'm going to bring this color all the way out to the tape. The beauty of the tape is it's okay if you make a mess, because once you rip it away, basically, it's going to be a very clean, slick line. I'm going to go above my crease. A tip I said in one of my other videos is it helps to have your eye open. You can see where the crease is. Sometimes when you close your eyes and you do your makeup, it'll look totally different from when your eyes are actually open. I'm looking to make this very angled look. When I'm putting this color on, I'm looking to make almost like a diagonal from the inner corner and up. And you can see as I do it here. This color is so pretty. I was swatching all of these Obsessions by Huda Beauty today at Sephora, and oh my god, the pigmentation makes me just... yeah, that basically explained how I feel about that. As you can see, it's starting to go on a diagonal line. It's not like a perfect line, right? Like you want to make sure it looks natural the way it's going down. So it's almost like a slight curve as it's coming in towards your inner corner eye. I am packing on the color pretty harshly. I do want this to pop. You guys can let me know if I explain my stuff well enough, because I am not a professional. I am just someone who super loves makeup. I'm just here to simplify the crap out of this art. Alright, that should do her. I'm gonna go ahead and do the next eye, and I will show you guys how that looks, but we'll add some music so you're not bored as crap. Next, I'm going to go into this very cute pink over here. And the brush I'm going to be using today is a very, very small blending brush. I mean, it's not the tiniest thing in the world. It's from a company called Bestope. I got this on Amazon. It came with a ton of brushes for the right price. We're going to be using this for that pink color I just showed you, and we're going to be blending at the top here, above the line of that last purple that we just used. That way that line doesn't look so harsh and it looks more gradient going down. And I like to start at the outer corner of the top of this last color I just used. I like to sweep it across first, just to get an idea of where I want to place that pink. And as I'm going, as I find some of the placement, I start to do little circles, and you can just go back and forth, little circles. And I like to bring this all the way into my inner corner eye, okay? Also, remember, every time you dip into the palette for makeup, I like to tap it off. That way you don't go in so harshly with the colors, because if you don't, it's gonna be like hardcore color and it's pretty hard to get rid of it basically once it's in there. Oh, my tape is coming up. My fancy fucking tape. As you can see, back and forth, little circles. And you can still see that it's not a direct diagonal from this corner to my inner eye, but you can definitely see the shape coming, right? It's definitely doing an angle, but it's got that slight curve in it right about there. I hope my tutorials are helping you guys. You know, a lot of people don't really understand why women love makeup so much. Yes, it makes us feel pretty, but it's also like a moment to yourself. That's what it looks like so far. It looks less harsh, right? Compared to this eye here. I'll bring you in. Can you see, like, it's very like purple. It's a purple line. While this one here, it has a gradient pink coming down. I'm gonna go back in and make this a little less harsh at the top as well, okay? So don't you worry. If I could find it. So many brushes. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this really tiny, it's a little bit more fluffy of a blending brush. That way it's not so harsh going in, and this way I can start to bring up some of the pink so it doesn't look so harsh. And this is what the brush looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and compare the two for you. That way you can see the difference and why I like using both of these brushes. So they're kind of similar in size, as you can see, but this one here is like more dense if you really look straight onto it, while this one has more of a fluffier end. You wanna make sure that this brush here I just showed you is the little bit more fluffier one, is clean. Also, I've been showing this a lot, I'm not really saying what it is, but I use it to clean my brushes because I got really sick of using tissues and it doesn't do the job, like it doesn't get it all out. I just got this on Amazon. This says Miss Deer Quick Color Removal Makeup Brush Dry Clean Sponge. And this thing is awesome. I've had it for a while now and I use it literally every time I do my makeup. We're just gonna take that small blending brush that's a little more fluffy at the end. The pink here that we just did, you're literally just gonna go over exactly where you just were, go by the edges, and just lightly bring it up, little circles, so that it doesn't look so harsh. Again, I like to start at the outer corner of the top of the color, and you can see that I brought the makeup pretty high up. I know not everyone is comfortable doing their makeup this extreme. I definitely really enjoy it, but you do what you're comfortable with, right? And you practice what looks good on your eyes. But you can see it's pretty much at my eyebrow almost. Let's get back to the blending. Little tiny circles, and you can just go back and forth as well, just so we make that line not so harsh. Sometimes if you feel like that you've blended out so much that you don't even see that color anymore, I like to dip back in. For example, I'm gonna go back into the pink just slightly. I'm just gonna continue doing that same technique. It's just I feel like I lost some of the pink. And you just go back into that same spot, your little circles of back and forth, and there you go. I'll bring you in so you can really see it. Can you see how it's not so harsh anymore? It is still kind of a line. I'll go back in and blend again if I'm not happy with the end result, but to me this doesn't bother me. But you can definitely see the difference, how this looks way more blended and this is very clack. I don't even know what that means, clack. And there we go. Makeup does really look nuts until it's done, doesn't it? I'm beautiful. For the next part, I'm going to be going into this darker purple over here. I'm going to be using this color on the outer edges of my eyes, the inner V, but for this look, I might go a little bit above that inner V. I'm going to see how it looks. The brush I'm using here is more fluffy. It is an angled brush. I'll show you up close. I got this brush on Amazon as well in a big brush collection. This is called Visage. This is my angled eyeshadow brush that I do like to use on the outer parts of my eye. Just gonna dip back into that darker purple here, tap off your brush, right onto the corner here. So the beautiful part of this is it's already on an angle. You don't have to really worry about it like if it was in a circle of it going everywhere. You have a little more control, but because it's more fluffy, it's not going to be going on to the other shadow so harshly. I like to dab first just to get an idea of what it looks like. Do a little dabbity dab. See, nothing too harsh because it is a very fluffy angled brush, which is okay with me. Because it is on an angle, I like to just literally place it on the tape basically here, and you can just start dabbing inward and find where you like it, and you can just start to slowly blend towards the middle, but don't go all the way towards the middle, okay? I mean, you're gonna find what looks good for you. For me, I like to go probably 1/3 of the way, just back and forth and a little bit of a circular motion as I'm doing it, but don't go too far in, okay? If you feel like the color intensity isn't enough, don't be shy to go back in and dip and tap off, okay? This is what it's looking like so far. Do you see the difference that it's starting to go up now, where this one looks very flat? I like to use that same angled brush that we were just using, basically creating that V. First it was lined up with the tape on an angle. Now I'm just turning it slightly this way. That way I can create this bit of a V. I'm just gonna bring it in slightly into the crease. Don't worry if it doesn't look perfect, we'll blend it out with a clean blending brush. So it's a little bit above the crease and it slightly goes in. We're just doing back and forth, and you kind of do little tiny circles in the movement as you're doing it. So just slightly into the crease. Just like the outer part of your crease though. Don't go too hardcore, don't go all the way in. I'm gonna go back in with a clean blending brush. I'm gonna clean that off super quick. Ba-ba-da. This is my blending brush, AB015. I got this literally at a random beauty shop. They have great stuff there. It is in Brampton. If you'd like to know what store it is, just hit me up and I'll let you know. You're gonna take that clean blending brush where you just put that purple. Wherever it looks a little harsh, just start to blend it slightly into the other colors, the other purple and pink, just so it looks gradient. You know, I've been doing some of these makeup tutorials and I think I need to find some synonyms for like blending and gradient. So if you think of some synonyms for that stuff, you let me know. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and I will show it to you with some fun. For the fun part now, we're gonna go in with some shimmer, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this middle shimmery purple right there. I'm gonna use my finger like so. I'm gonna take this and we're gonna drag it across the eyelid. I enjoy using my finger when it comes to doing like sparkly stuff on my eyelids. That's the color there. Oh my god, that looks fun as fuck. Go about halfway to the middle, okay? And I'll show you right now. Oh, that's fun. Oh, that's freaking amazing. Oh my god, Huda, I love you. I freaking love you. That is so pretty. Oh, what man wouldn't want me? Alright, I'm just going to go back in with that really smaller, fluffier blending brush that I showed you earlier. I'll bring you back in case you forget what it looked like. Where you took that purple there, where I put the dark purple on the edge of my eye and the shiny purple where they meet. They might look a little bit messy, unharshen anything that doesn't look very natural. Although it's makeup, so it's not natural, but you know what I'm saying. Just so that they blend seamlessly. Perfect. Gonna go ahead and do the other eye. And this is what it looks like so far. Next up is eyeliner, bitches. So let's get into, I think I'm gonna use my Kat Von D tattoo eyeliner. The reason I like to use this eyeliner so much is because, number one, I get creases in my eyes, and I don't know if that's just the Asianness in me or the getting old part. Also, my eyes get kind of watery sometimes, depending on the weather, like if it's too windy or cold, which is super irritating if you love makeup. Also, I just cry every day, so maybe I should stop blaming Mother Nature and just blame my life. I'm gonna go ahead and use this one. The thing that's really great about it is that its name pretty much says it all. It's tattoo eyeliner. It doesn't come off unless you like scrub it off, which is awesome. I'll show it to you up close here. When I put on my eyeliner, I like to keep the tape on. I used to not do that. I used to rip it off and then do my eyeliner, but then I realized that's silly because when you keep the tape on, the eyeliner is gonna just look so crisp, which is freaking awesome. Go ahead and do this eye here. I'll even bring it in a bit so you can see. Just like to shake it up. Make sure it's not the one drying up because I need to throw one away. Perfect. So I like to start from the outside and go down. Depending on your eye shape and all that good stuff, it really depends where you're gonna start placing it when it comes to doing a winged eyeliner. For me, I've definitely learned that I'm not supposed to go past the crease here, but I tried to practice it so that I could have winged eyeliner because I'm super obsessed with it. Keep your eye open when you're doing it so that you can see what it's gonna look like. The part of the reason I like the tape is that it'll just be a super clean cut, basically. When you pull it off, I'm gonna rip away the tape and you're gonna see this very clean edge. See what I mean? See how it looks very nice and clean the way it went up? Tape is definitely one of the first things I started using when I started getting into makeup because it was like a beginner's thing, but it also just makes your life easier, so why not keep doing it when you please, right? Thank you so much guys for watching this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. I hope you really enjoy this very purpley shimmery look today that I have done for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, and to leave comments down below. If there's anything you guys liked about the video or didn't like, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye bitches.